So, everybody in YouTube land, how are we today? I'm good. Yourself? Now, this one is kind of about great many things. Um, I'm going to review Rorschach at some point. I might do it here. I don't know. Now, as y'all know, I've had some serious difficulties and whatnot. I mean, serious stuff. Regardless if you believe it or not, there is other life out there. I believe it. There is something called the Sataran Empire, but more on that later. Something in my story. You know. More on all that later. I got incredibly sick. Not just in the head. I've had this horrible, horrible pain. Doctors haven't been able to find it. And one thing I'd like to see before I die, if I die, which I'm not going to. Not yet. Is me to publish my own story. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Because I'm in a lot of pain right now. My story begins with a group called The Characters. They are the characters. They are the characters in the background. The characters, like Waldo, they are part of something bigger, a larger picture. Just to be clear, the characters are the characters. And they function kind of as a Justice League in the Red Knight's future. Because an event takes place that is simply known as the event. An event takes place that is simply known as the event. And the event takes place, and once it takes place, it changes everything. Everything. I mean everything. And the characters are born. They are Their base gets destroyed. They were originally part of DC fanfic, if you've been watching the show. I'm not going to say what team they were supposed to be, but supposed to be part of in the future. But the characters are my own creation. They are all the unwanted, undesirable that DC didn't use. From me. The Straw Man. He is the Straw Man. Their leader. In this story, in this world, there was an intergalactic war. I mean, with separate sides, a great deal. Kind of after the aliens landed. After that, after what's supposed to happen. There's the Satan. They are the people I believed years ago that abducted me. Years ago, they have cat bodies. They function primarily as an empire. They are not evil, not by any means. They're just misguided. And that's the world that you're sort of flung into, the world of the characters. I've described to you what Waldo is. I've described to you who Shakespeare is. I've been watching the show. I described to you all these people. And yet, I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure. I mean, in this line of life, what you'll find is filled with surprises. In this line of life, what you'll find is filled with surprises. They wanted me to become a motivational speaker. But I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be like my character Gates. I didn't want to be like Jim Jones. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to be someone that my family could look at it and say, that's Bob. You know, I wanted to have a flying car. You know, and yes, do I like my caregivers? Do I like having people take care of me? No one actually likes having people take care of them, in my opinion. Do I like them on a case-by-case basis? Yes. Am I still angry that certain people won't appear on my show? Yes. You better believe so. But that's no reason to do what was done. There's no reason to form thought facilities and flush people. It's not a reason like that at all. In my story, there are precisely 4 main species, but 75 species overall. This is all in the future of the Red Knight. There are and hopefully, with luck, it will be on newsstands. It will be on newsstands in the near future. You gotta put your neck out there, I understand. I wanna, yeah. I wanted to find out who exactly they were telling the Watchmen story to. Who watched the Watchmen? I encourage you to ask the questions. Ask about Shakespeare's dream. Ask about Shakespeare. But one of my main villains in the story, at any rate, is a fan. His name's the Number Man, and he did not he let them see him leave. He did not wait till he got off camera. It's kind of based on myself and my difficulties, and also the Colorado shooting guy. He's a crazed fan. That's no reason to do what he's done to the future. No reason at all. It's just no reason to do what he's going to do in the future. It's just that's what happens to you, fans. No reason to tell the kids that they can't have a flying car. No reason to crush so many dreams. That's what I wanted when I was a little boy. Scientist, flying car, big dreams, you know? Big dreams. And now they feel destroyed. Now as I sit here talking to you, I hope that before time is out, before time is done, before the clock is expired, you can share in my dream. You can be the boy that looks up and says, "It's red night." There's the moth. There's the scarecrow. You know, stuff like that. It's my hope that you, if you are listening to this, will understand that. But it's not before. The future is clear, my friends. Future of Red Knight. We've all worked very hard on it. But we've all worked very hard on it, and I'd like an answer as to what happens in the time of the Red Knight. We're not talking about it in such a way that's foreign. You know, don't think about it that way. Not foreign, not to you. Not to the person watching this. Think about it as you, the viewer. You are the viewer. You know, you are. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to answer the question, who watches the Watchmen? You're just overthinking it too hard, you know? You should put that much into it. Are you done? No, not yet. I felt that Red Knight was a clear answer, you know? And I think it is. Independents are the answer. Independent thought. Independence. Independent thought, most of all, is the answer. I wrote a plausible future Well, I'll leave that up to you. But once it's out there, it's out there. Future in which if you like it, you'll have much control. You, the viewer, will have control. Who lives? Who dies? That sort of thing. There's more on that later. More on the intergalactic more on all that later. More on what I thought. More on what it is. Later. Okay, Mom. I'm done. I'd like to watch it. I tried to plug my book. Tried to plug the characters. That's all